All right, well, hello everyone. Welcome to today's Alertus Power Lunch. This is going to be a session on best practices for management and maintenance of your system. This session is intended for Alertus administrators. We did have a question come up whether or not this would be a system admin training, which it is not. We will certainly have some of those sessions coming up. This will be specific to understanding the Alertus customer portal, which is where we hold all of our resources, our technical documentation, and so forth. So I do apologize if that was not clear in the copy for the session, but just kind of wanted to put that disclaimer out there. My name is Eliza Zaraki, and I lead the client services teams here at Alertus. So I will be your host today. And I'll jump right in. Please feel free to ask any questions that you might have along the way. If you feel more comfortable putting something in the Q&A or the chat, feel free to do so. All right, and I am going to share my screen very quickly. All right, so like I mentioned, our customer portal is our resource for technical documentation. We have a lot of training material on here. Everyone in your organization should have access to this. If they do not, I can show you, I will be showing you how to add those individuals, and your account managers are always a really good resource for you to leverage in, the case that you need any documentation or adding people to your account as well. So when you go into your login, you should already, like I mentioned, have access to this. So you would log in with your credentials. You'll notice that we do post all of our webinars on the screen as well. So anything that's upcoming, that's customer facing, you'll be able to click into. Actually, this is a URL link, so you'll be able to click right to this, and it will take you to the page where you can sign up for future webinars. Okay. All right, so when you log in, you'll kind of see a couple of distinct things. We put all of our news and updates on the right-hand side here. This is really important for our Alertus server releases. We provide those twice a year. We provide updates, and you will also find, or server release note updates, excuse me, and you will also find your software downloads, your configuration files for the new license in this space as well. As the primary point of contact for your organization's Alertus system, you'll notice that you have a My Account button. When you click into here, this gives you access to pretty much everything in terms of insight for your account. You can kind of see a history of your orders and reference PO numbers. This is super important for your accounts payable team. If you have contacts that come and go frequently from your organization, or they're no longer involved with the Alertus project, you can see everyone on the contacts page. You would also be able to add any contacts yourself, which is really great. We've made some significant improvements here in the customer portal. And it really gives you more autonomy in managing, access for your Alertus organization. To add a contact, you would just put in the name, any information you'd like. Phone number, email are really important. So we do make those required. And you'll notice that there is a little download access button right here. This is specifically important for customers who need access to those configuration files. This gives them the ability to see those and download those. Once you've added all that information, you can save that, and I will run a test on this. Actually, you know what? Okay, I'm just going to make up some names here. And then oops. All right. So once you've added an individual, whatever their details are, you'll see that they are now in the contacts list for your organization. If at any point you decide that those individuals are no longer needed, you can go in here as the primary point of contact and delete them from your organization. This means that they no longer have the ability to discuss your system with Alertus technical support or some of our other teams. And so in order for them, if they were a technical point of contact, in order for them to engage with us that way again, we would need to have them back in this contacts list. If you are not a primary point of contact, you can also just request access from your account manager who can verify your use permissions. Another space that we have in here that's helpful is the My Products list. This gives you a list of everything that you have purchased at your organization. This is great for if you are expanding or kind of trying to discuss any additions to the system in terms of endpoints and how to integrate them into your existing infrastructure. That whole list is here. The most important things in terms of supporting your organization and leveraging our support through the customer portal is the cases option. As you can see in here, these are going to be all of your technical support cases across all of your contacts at the organization. This is really great in case you need to reopen a case for the same, issue. If you have someone who leaves you and you need to be able to see, what cases they've submitted, whether that issue has been resolved. You get to see the status of that case as well. So if it is being addressed, it will show that. If it's closed, it will show that. To give you an idea as well, when you click into the case itself, you then have visibility into that case. You can see that description, and you also have the option to interact or update anything. So you can comment on what is happening in the case, and someone from technical support will be able to see that comment and respond back to you. And then your history throughout the case will exist on this right-hand side. As you kind of see here, all of your contacts, all of your products, all of your orders, the cases for your entire organization, that is specific to a individual who has a primary point of contact role within the Alertus organization. If you are not a primary point of contact, you are going to only be able to see the cases that you've submitted. You'll still be able to see your products. And you'll be able to see the contacts in your organization, but you won't be able to add or remove anyone. And likewise, you wouldn't be able to give anyone download functionality. When you're on the portal, you also have a couple of ways to submit a support ticket. You can submit through this icon button right here. This also lets you know our business hours for technical support. It lets you know who your account manager is in case you have an account question versus a technical support need. You can submit anything and then see your case history here as well. So if you submitted and you needed to go back into a case, again, you would be able to click into your case and comment or interact with any of our technical support teams. You can also submit a case if you go into the top right hand of your portal. There is a drop down and you can go to My Cases and that will show you your case list. And then you can also go to Submit a Ticket. This is just a navigation piece. Whatever your preference is, you can submit both ways. Some of the other I guess any questions on submitting cases or the information that you can see as a primary point of contact? Some of the other resources that we have on the portal include our training resources. This section provides our course catalog. That's going to be just the descriptions of all of the training offerings that we have. You will be able to access reference guides, which are really quick guides for some of our hardware components. If you have a training request, you can submit a request for information to our training team here. And then something that's super helpful for a lot of our customers are our videos. So we have a series of how-to videos, and these get updated regularly. And then in addition to the how-to videos, we also have our technical training videos. These provide more technically in-depth trainings. We do provide a more of a holistic overview of all the training as well from our preset users. So those are going to be your activators, the individuals who just press buttons, your dispatch users who tend to have a little more responsibility or permission sets within the system. And then, of course, the Alertus refresher training. This is mostly for admins and provides a more technically in-depth training as well. And then additionally, there are sustainment and configuration trainings available. I mentioned earlier that the support or that the download functionality would give you access to configuration files. This is also where you can access the installation guides, as well as troubleshooting guides and general document downloads. When you look at the software downloads, depending on what your permissions are within the Alertus console, or the Alertus portal, excuse me, you will see any of those files here. I do not have any configuration files, custom configuration files on this test account, but if you needed to get those as a primary POC, you would be able to access them through the custom files, my custom files, and then they would present themselves here. Our customer portal also houses our knowledge base. We have a lot of documentation to support both our services and our products, hardware and software. So you'll be able to find all of that information in here. There is the search icon up here as well, and you can also just search, and then all of your documentation comes up for that specific search keyword. You'll notice when you go into your document of choice, as you get to the bottom of your document, you also have related articles that are helpful in guiding you through next steps. This is also where a related installation guide would be, and the installation guides do have PDF availability. So if you needed to provide this to an installer, you would be able to create a printout PDF version for anyone who might not have physical access to the Alertus customer portal. We are going to be regularly making updates to our portal to continue supporting our customers and making sure that you all have the resources that you need. If at any time there's feedback that you would like to provide, if there's things that would make this a more useful tool for your organization, we're always happy to hear any thoughts that you might all have. We certainly work towards making this this tool the most beneficial that it can be. So please don't hesitate to reach out on any of this.